Following President Trump's address to the nation last night, California Democrats are pushing back against his claims of election fraud.
ABC 10 State Matters political reporter Jenny Ha has been tracking reaction and is here now with more.
Well, the reaction by many is that we have been here before, especially over allegations that the 2020 election, which Trump lost, was stolen or fraudulent. Now, voting experts tell me despite the newly declassified documents, the evidence remains insufficient.
It's just undermining trust in our elections, which, by the way, is the biggest threat to our elections.
The claims that were made in the speech didn't particularly surprise me. They fit sort of an ongoing narrative that the president has been pushing about 2020.
This the reaction from election and voting experts following President Trump's Thursday address to the nation over election integrity.
No country could be great without fair and honest elections. Tonight, I'm announcing the immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure.
President Trump addressed the 2020 election, which evidence has shown he lost. Trump said the Department of Homeland Security found more than 250,000 non-citizens registered to vote in 4 states, including California.
The facts tell us that there has been no significant level of voter fraud, period, in the United States.
Just having a non-citizen on the voter roll does not inherently mean that there is federal election fraud.
Experts note while some non-citizens may end up on a voter roll by accident, like through automatic voter registration at the DMV, that doesn't mean they end up being able to vote. California Secretary of State Shirley Weber said, quote, "Non-citizen voting remains exceedingly rare in California. Election officials work every day to maintain accurate voter rolls and ensure that only eligible voters are registered."
This was a legitimate 25th Amendment moment, the ramblings of a mad king.
Newsom pushing back, even questioning the president's competency to serve in office. Experts also note it's not clear where DHS obtained the data, as California's refusal to submit voter data to the federal government was upheld in the courts.
What he didn't say was that there's any evidence that any vote has been flipped or switched or any election results have been changed.
Experts emphasizing whether on the allegations of non-citizen voters in California or the allegations of China's significant interference in the 2020 election, Trump provided insufficient evidence.
There was no evidence of fraud. It doesn't really matter politically because he's laying the groundwork for his base.
Democrats, too, using this as an opportunity to drive turnout.
Mobilize, organize, not agonize, and turn out in record numbers this November.
Experts are also calling this type of speech by the president unprecedented, just 4 months out from a general election. They say the president is likely setting the stage to counter the November election results, especially if Republicans lose their control of Congress. Chris?
Okay, Jenny.